If ever that day comes around, if I get my feet on the ground, I'd make Bonnie my wife, and we'd rob this whole town. Maybe take all that money, get a boat and sail down, down where the blue, blue waters flow. Yes, this is a place I would go. We might get ourselves lost, we may never be found, if ever that day comes around. Put here to roam, and we never did need a home. So let's shoot up this town, and let's run through the night, and take down that boat and lead a runaway life where the blue waters flow. Oh, this is the place we will go, and we'll be thick as thieves, done all you and me, 'cause boy, we were put here to roam.
国のために戦う二人に失礼だからやめてね。いるのよ。人じゃないわ。
And everybody's gotta run, and ain't nobody gonna hold you. And everybody needs someone. Don't try to go alone. Don't say I never told you. When you wake up tomorrow and your heart ain't feeling right, I'd love to steal up all the say goodbye to pain and sorrow every day and every night. I once heard somebody say, this is living don't come easy, and you never find your way. And if you try and walk alone, you're already lost, believe me. And if the word rings true, and there's darkness before light, find somebody and get together, make love last forever, every day and every night. When the whole damn world is beating you down, what about when you get burned from the tricks you never learned, and now you're dead on the ground? The story's sad, but it's true, and it can get the best of anyone.
time I picked you up outside of school, you said, screw my dad, I make my own rules. It was easier then, so much easier then. Take me back to those easy summer days when we stopped at nothing, baby. Yeah, we stopped at nothing, baby. They couldn't take us, they couldn't change us, they couldn't catch us if they tried. Now we didn't care at all about winter or spring or fall. We felt so alive, and girl, we were thriving on kisses and sunshine and mischief. Yeah, we had one of those things. We just had one of those things.